So, hey everyone, technical difficulties this week at the start of our recording. So, there is a bit that you will not hear on the recording. You'll kind of jump in media res, if you will. But let me kind of fill you in on what's happening. A couple of days has passed since, or I guess a day has passed since our encounter at the cemetery with not only William Miller, but Vissenta's family. And both Cassandra and Vissenta have agreed to meet with Royce at the hunting lodge. And when we come into the recording, Vissenta is speaking with Royce about some of her concerns. And he's not been very kind to her up to this point. Apologize for the missing audio. Think that I've got the problem sorted out on my end. There was a equipment update that I did, and I did not know that it reset everything. So here we are joining Vissenta and Royce in the hunting lodge. So this is like some global conspiracy is what you're telling me?
Kindred are everywhere and have been everywhere since the time of Cain. I myself am almost 700 years old. And I am young compared to most.
Cassandra, is that the first time you've heard her admit to being that old?
Yes.
Okay, yes.
How you feel about hearing that?
Kind of stunned, but she really needs, Royce and the gang to listen to her, so she ain't gonna say shit. She's just like, whoa.
So I'm telling you, you do not understand what you are dealing with. Now, they do not understand what they are dealing with either. Both of you have just enough information to be dangerous.
Yet they can control us. They can enslave us. They can bring that damn patchwork man out of the pits of hell to make us into fucking Scroll.
Out of character. Patchwork man?
Do they mean patches?
I'm out of in character. I'm telling you, that's all you heard.
Okay. Vissenta's trying to not be like, oh shit, gotta talk to Patches. Be like, cool it, bro. She goes, listen. These arts were taught centuries and centuries and centuries ago by Wraiths, I might mention.
Yeah, right.
They were. The Wraith of the head of the family taught their descendants to converse with the dead. Before the Roman Empire. This has long been done. Now, I can try to keep these two at bay. But if you attack them, we will have issues. And I will promise and offer you no protection after that.
I'm not going after them, but I can promise you nothing if the Anacreons find out. They won't do something.
Then I suggest you help to keep them from finding out.
So tit for tat, huh?
Quid pro quo. I didn't say that right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Vissenta says it right. She speaks Latin.
So I shut my mouth about your little family, and you agree to testify.
Absolutely. I will go as far as even to convince them that you are already working for me and that their interference with you will cause great harm to my plans, which will benefit them.
Anna looks over and whispers, "Don't trust her. She's one of them. She's probably trying to get into the hierarchy and find more of our kind."
If you really thought that, she could have done that to us 1,000 times over by now.
And if I was really going to do that, why would I take somebody to, what is it called? The church?
Oh,
Church
St.
thing.
Michael's?
Yeah. Why would I take somebody to St. Michael's? I don't send wraiths to the forge. And she's very adamant about that.
Mm-hmm. That kind of shuts them up. You can tell they're not real happy.
Can you say the same?
Nope. But I can't say I've never sent someone who didn't deserve it.
Not good enough.
And your hands are clean?
Of that.
Of everything?
No one's clean. Hands are clean of everything.
Cassandra. You're my niece. You're part of this legion. Do you trust this one?
Yes.
Vissenta kind of smiles. Like, she's not trying to be, like, overtly smiling, but you can tell she's kind of looking down and has a little grin, like...
This is what we gotta work with then, don't we? Make a deal with this devil. Oh well. It's like we haven't done shit like that before, huh?
Who'd you make a deal with?
Doesn't matter. Okay. Looks like you're all we got.
Yes.
I better never see your family around here, I know that.
They do not know this place exists.
Well, it better be kept that way.
I have no intention of telling them.
Alright. I'm gonna seek audience with the hierarchy. I'm gonna have them hold council. I'm gonna get the governor in. And we're gonna do this the right way. But in the meantime, I need you to both lay low and keep your mouths shut. Do I understand?
Mm-hmm.
Do the best I can.
Shit. Alright. That's all I got.
How are we gonna get Preacher back?
What do you mean?
Is there any way we can help them?
It's the first time you've ever seen this from Royce. Not that you know him that much. Back still facing you. Or, you know, looking out the window.
Mm-hmm.
But you see his shoulders slump. And he looks defeated. If he makes it back, it'll be a miracle. But if you want to go to the footsteps of Oblivion looking for him, be my guest. Her. It. Whatever it is. I don't fucking know. Okay? And yeah, he is that homophobic. Transphobic. But it's almost like he's doing it to detach himself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Cassandra won't say anything to that. It's still too raw. So.
Vicenta's just quietly wondering who the preacher is.
Yeah, that's true.
She's probably like, "You're Erasmus?"
Yeah.
But she's not interrupting, but she probably is sitting there with a little bit of a confused look on her face.
I'll ask around. We'll keep an eye out for them. For them.
Okay. What? Do you know how long we'll have to wait?
No, I don't. I don't know. No. No one knows.
Okay. Okay.
Damn it. Alright, everyone's dismissed. And
Can
I
Vissenta
kind of follows him as he leaves.
Can Vissenta talk to him real quick before he completely leaves?
You can try to grab him, sure.
Okay. I want to do that.
Alright, so he's going and you move to approach him. He just kind of puts his hand up, just kind of like... What?
And Vissenta goes, if I may have just a moment of your time privately. I'll keep it brief.
Yeah. Please.
Cassandra notices this, but she's gonna go back to the library. She had a lot to think about.
Okay. So off you go. Through the wind and rain.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny. Some of this rain actually feels like it may be making contact with you. But you can't be sure. And Roy stands there waiting for you to say what you need to say.
Has Anna gone on?
She's watching from a distance, but, you know, out of earshot.
Okay, even for a Wraith?
Yes.
Okay. If I may, what were you doing in that cemetery before? You said it wasn't the first time you'd been there.
We got word that some of our kind were being taken. Going missing. And we found them.
She just kind of
And it didn't go
nods. No, I don't imagine it did.
And it wasn't in that cemetery.
What cemetery was it at?
It wasn't in a cemetery. It was out in the city,
Where at?
near the docks.
Okay. How long ago?
A few months, maybe.
Were there 2 or were there 3 there?
2. The guy and that crypt ghoul looking thing.
Watch your mouth.
He raises his eyebrow at you. No, ma'am, I shan't.
Yes, sir, you shall.
Oh my god.
I don't bad talk your niece, and you will not bad talk my mother.
Your mother.
For all intents and purposes.
Well, my apologies then.
You can totally badmouth the other one, though.
I just noticed she didn't correct
Yeah.
him for both of them. A few months ago, you say, at the dock.
Yeah. Them and a Wraith. We caught them questioning and interrogating just a Wraith of no importance, but then it's what they did after that made us decide it was time for action. That fucking patch guy comes slinking forward. Didn't seem like he wanted to do it, but he did.
He wouldn't have had a choice.
Well,
When you were commanded not to move, did you have a choice?
I guess not. Are you saying he's doing it against his will? He sure
Possibly.
knows how to moliate. I haven't seen him around here before.
I'm just saying, maybe have some grace on any Wraith servants.
I don't have much grace for your family. And their henchmen. I'm putting up with this because Cassandra trusts you. Let's get that straight. I'm not telling you anything else. I appreciate you helping, but keep in mind that all this is to keep my niece and your friend from a fate worse than death.
As is this. I
No.
reaped Cassandra.
Good. I'm glad you did. But let's be clear. None of what you're asking, I can see it on your face, has anything to do with Cassandra. It has everything to do with you wanting to know what's going on with your little family. Ask them.
Guess what? The more I know about this little family, the better I am able to protect Cassandra. I cannot shield her from what I do not know and what I do not understand.
Well, ask them. I'm sure they'll be
If
glad to tell you. Yeah, about that.
I need someone to tell me the truth. They are kindred. We are liars by nature.
Well, then I'll tell you this. You should probably stay away from them.
That is not an option.
If they can do this, yes, it is. It's
No.
entirely an option.
And she's looking at him like, no, it's not.
Well, we're done here. And he walks away. And you can tell as he's walking away just the look he gave you. Like, he doesn't believe you're compelled. Or that they have any power over you. He still very much thinks you're working with them. And that the reason you're asking about what was going on, and the reason he didn't tell you too much, was because he feels like you were gathering intel for them.
But it was a lot of information, even if he doesn't think it. So,
Possibly.
I mean, it is for her.
Sure.
So, any little bit helps. So she just kind of is like, she just lets him go. She doesn't even say anything to him, and she goes to find Cassandra. I'm assuming that they probably knew to meet back at the haunt, or she's at least going to go look at her back at the haunt for, you know what I mean.
So, Cassandra, you make it to the haunt. And it's just you. What are you doing in the time that you're waiting for Vissenta to return?
Just sitting there, staring off into space and thinking. Still fully coming to terms with the fact that it was not Paul who murdered me, but one of the creatures that I am now who murdered me. And just, yeah, all the thoughts that go with that, I guess. Thinking a lot about his family and, like, would they have covered for him if they knew he was being skin-rode? Not that they would have ever figured that out, but, like, I don't know. Just how they covered for him regardless. And does this make Paul innocent? And her gut doesn't want him to be innocent because she wanted revenge on something that she could actually... something that seemed a little more tangible to fight, but now she just saw who is likely the real murderer sucked down into the earth, and then there's still more to do to bring him to some semblance of justice. It's not as easy as she thought it would be with just kill Paul. I'm gonna kill that fucker.
Yeah. A lot of complicated things going on.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't the win.
What the fuck?
Give me wits plus perception.
What the fuck?
Your shadow goes, do you need any help with that?
Let's see. Pick the right dice. 1, 2, 3. No, I'm good. I'm good. 2, 3, and 4. Yes. What's the difficulty?
Difficulty of 6.
2, 3, 4. -1, so 3.
That sound? That's not the wind.
What is it?
There's something on the roof.
I'm sitting perfectly still, trying to listen what it does.
Your shadow goes, what the fuck?
And then, crawling through a crack in a window,
What the fuck?
a gray figure, winged
Oh, this little shit. Yeah, I figured.
and demonic looking, perched on a high bookshelf, looking down at you through glowing yellow eyes. Not saying a word. But you see him.
This asshole again?
Yeah, I'm trying to decide if Cassandra's just staring blankly at him because she's like, I haven't even begin to think about how you fit into this, or she's straight up glaring at him. No, I don't think she would glare because she's kind of worn out. So she's just kind of staring at him like, what the fuck is it now? Does he do anything?
He starts to crawl back towards the window.
Is he small?
He's about slightly bigger than a man.
Oh, he climbed all the way through.
But yet he moves through the you know that crack's not big enough.
Yes, yes.
So it's kind of like he, discorporates through.
Gotcha, okay.
And before he leaves,
He shits everywhere, doesn't he?
no. He turns to you and says, "Thank you,
For what?
making things easier for me."
What things?
Getting what I want.
Which is?
Why should he get all the fun?
Who?
William?
What are you gonna do?
We'll see.
I don't get anything for my help, she says sarcastically.
What would you like?
Oh, nothing.
A deal?
No. Just, what do you plan? Why are you tormenting me? And what is your plan with Vissenta?
To tear another friend from her.
What the fuck? Why?
It's fun.
What the fuck is wrong with you? What are you?
I'm a demon. Can't you tell?
Shouldn't you be doing grander things than making friends mad at each other? Seems kind of embarrassing to me.
It's embarrassing to me. You tell him.
We'll see. I'll give you a gift for free.
I don't.
Jacqueline gets another night.
What? What are you talking about?
And he turns
this
and
asshole.
goes out the window.
Fuck you! Fuck you, dude! Fuck you!
You tell him. That's right. Fuck him.
About 3 minutes later, Vissenta comes in.
Hey.
Cassandra's just staring at the window.
You okay?
The demon was here.
What?
He said, why should Miller have all the fun? And he said that he's going to tear another friend from you, and that Jacqueline gets another night to live.
She stops and she looks at you like that reference hit home. He lies.
Yeah.
The friend he refers to transcended.
Oh.
As did Dante.
Really?
Yes.
Well, congratulations, or I'm sorry. I'm not really sure which is better.
I don't either. But if he's talking about friends, ripping another one away, he would mean you, my dear. That's about as good as I've got at the moment.
Thanks.
Not that you're not perfectly wonderful in and of yourself. I realize how that came out after I said that.
Oh, I get
My
it.
apologies.
It's all good. It's fine. We have bigger shit to worry about than awkward
Yes.
words.
We do. What were you doing in that cemetery? I told you to never go to that cemetery.
Was it Miller who suggested this? It was me?
It was actually more specifically your shadow.
It was.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I just thought that if things went bad, then maybe they could get Miller. I don't know, but now it all fucking backfired. It was a stupid idea.
I can. Vissenta kind of is like, well, she goes, I could understand how you might think that could have been an asset. I'm not going to hold that against you, but you have to understand they know your name now.
I know.
I will do everything that I can to convince them that you are better off left alone.
Am I really your servant or whatever? I mean, I just
No.
made up that fortune I told.
Did you?
Yeah, I was just scared. I couldn't see anything for real, so I just made it up.
She's looking at you like she believes what you're telling her, but she's still looking at you like, did you? Like, kind of like almost like maybe you told the truth, but you didn't realize it type thing.
Yeah.
She goes, a reckoning is coming for the Giovanni. I feel it. I have seen it. I would hope that perhaps a remnant could be salvaged. If it could be my sire and even, dare I say, Maldo.
Your shadow's like, no, he's your fucking replacement. He deserves nothing.
Perhaps that would be a worthy endeavor, but it's a lot to stand against the waves of fate. But no, you are not my servant. That is not how it works.
Oh, okay.
Our family has been at this a long time. They consider themselves experts at what they do, and for their side of the shroud, I would dare say that they are. However, they don't understand near what they think that they do. It's not what we thought it was. None of this is. But no, you are not my servant. But if it should come up, if it ever comes up, if you're ever in a situation with them again, you should mention that I call you my child.
Okay.
And in a sense, I mean, it's kind of like that. I did reap you, but it's the closest that they would understand. And you can even explain that I reaped you, and that makes you my child, and that you serve me because of that.
Okay.
Now, do you actually serve me? No, but you
That's okay, I'm used to serving. As long as you don't murder me, like my last family. Haha.
I have no intention of murdering you, and I do not see you as a servant.
Do you think that demon's really gonna kill Jacqueline? I don't understand why he would.
I don't know. I don't want to tell you that no, he won't, and then he does, but I also don't want to tell you yes, absolutely, and he has no intention of it. He could just be messing with you. I'm not convinced that he is a demon.
Yeah, that's what I told him.
What if he is something else? These things in our head, when they take over. I don't know what a specter is, right? I know that term, don't I?
Yeah.
Okay. These specters, they have, Dante said they had a hive mind. Our shadows can communicate with them. And if Rena's shadow communicated to one specter her greatest fear and her greatest shame, then all specters would know this. Now, maybe he really is the demon that we encountered hundreds of years ago, but maybe he's simply a specter. And then I say simply, I mean, they're nothing to toy with, but you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. What was that?
What was that?
Train?
What is that?
Train?
Never heard it before.
Mm.
Is that a siren?
Oh, it's a siren.
Vissenta doesn't know what a siren is. She's
right.
Well, Cassandra will say it's a siren. Oh, it's some kind of warning. I don't know. Is that in the Skinlands or here?
I don't know.
I guess we can go out and look. I mean,
can we look out the window before we actually go outside?
I don't know what the blitz is. I'd be like, what's that?
Stay in here. Let's look out the window before we actually exit.
You can hear.
I've lost my darling.
What the fuck?
And you can see out in the rain and swirling wind that is out there.
Uh-huh.
Creatures. Gray, misshapen, hungry looking.
Cassandra, get back.
Okay.
They look like they might be trying to peek in your window.
Can we block the window with something like a bookcase or something? I mean, we're in a library.
You could, but you may need to do that without drawing attention to yourselves.
Stay still. I don't know.
Or you could hide.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what they want. I don't know if I
don't know. I mean, are there? I mean, it's a library. Are there tables and chairs and stuff?
There are.
Vissenta just motions down, under the table, and then she kind of puts her hand slowly.
Okay, I'll do that.
You can hear them out there. You can hear the sounds of people screaming. You don't know if it's those creatures. You don't know if it's people, other wraiths that are being caught by these things.
Vissenta looks at Cassandra and says, "Mouths do not move."
She nods.
I'm assuming we're under the table now.
Yeah. You both need to give me.
Oh, Christ.
Wits plus athletics. Difficulty of
athletics.
6.
Do you need help?
No. I probably should have, but I didn't. I got a 7.
Yeah, what is the difficulty?
Difficulty is 6.
So the 10s, do they count as 2?
2 successes.
Okay. 1, 2,
Yes.
4.
Okay. And you got how many D? Remind me.
I got 1 success.
1. It's enough.
Thank you.
As you're just about to get under the table, you think to pause. And peering in the window, you see this eyeless face with 4 mouths gibbering, looking in. And you just stay so still. And it's kind of like it doesn't see you in here. And it moves on. About an hour passes. The rain and wind begin to let up some. And then another siren in the distance. Almost like an all clear. A different sounding siren.
Senta just goes, what was that?
I have no idea.
Do you think it's over?
That might have been what that second siren was. I want to listen to see if I hear anything else outside, like maybe people talking about it, or I don't know, or any more of the voices, or if just silent.
It's just silent.
Okay.
All you can hear is rain hitting the roof of your haunt. But as you'll recall, your haunt doesn't exist at all
Yeah.
in the
Skinlands.
Skinlands. So this rain is here.
So it was a maelstrom out of character?
Looks like you've been through your first one.
Well, that was spooky.
Yep.
Almost as if Ashes was a harbinger.
No. No. Yeah, maybe, but no.
That crosses Cassandra's mind anyway.
Yeah.
What are you both thinking right now?
Mainly just scared, but I'm also hoping that, like, Royce is okay, and, Claire, or was it Clara? Fuck.
It was Claire.
Claire. Just basically hoping all the wraiths that I know were alright.
Yeah. Well, I'm worried about 2 dumbasses in a crypt where the shroud is very, very thin.
Are you going to stay here the rest of the night?
Yeah, I don't got anywhere else to go, and I'm spooked.
I mean, I want to go check on them, but what if I go there and they're not there and they're out doing their vampire? I have no way of knowing what they're doing.
I don't think you should go so soon after people just found out you're a vampire. They might see that as proof, as, oh, look, she's conspiring with them.
Are you telling me as the shadow or a character, or is Cassandra, or you, or just Cassandra?
That was me, but if Vissenta voices aloud that she's thinking about it, that's what Cassandra would tell you.
She probably would.
Okay, that's what Cassandra will say. Like, we've just got Royce barely on our side. It may be better to just give it a night or so.
How do you always seem to have such a grasp on your fetters, and Dante mentioned that he could always sense his fetters. How do you do that?
Maybe it's because I was murdered by them. I don't know. I really don't.
At a character, you have life web.
Yes, but
Yeah.
I don't know in character how to...
Explain it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, is it just something that you know? I mean...
It's just something that I always feel, and I mean, it's not like I feel it every second of the day, but if I concentrate, I can try and find, Like, with Paul, it was hard because I didn't know exactly what it was. But with Jacqueline, maybe it helped that I knew where she was almost all the time. But then when we found the murder weapon, it was a lot stronger. Just have to attune to them, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, I feel connected to my fetters, but is it just? Is that what you concentrate on? The connection.
Yeah, I guess so. It's sort of like tuning out everything around us and just focusing on that and just kind of listening.
In game terms, she's basically asking you to teach her the first level of life web, and that's
She will do that. I don't know how to do that in game.
Well, you can just wave her hand and say that you
Okay,
spend time
good.
showing her how
I
that you
was
do
just
this and how you
making
feel
up.
it out.
Okay,
It was
good stuff.
really good what you were making up, though. Like, I was like, wow.
I tried to make it convincing enough, but generic enough in
Sure.
case there was an actual way to teach somebody. No, I teach you that, yes.
Okay.
Okay, awesome.
So you spend the next 3-4 hours, learning this as the rain dies down, eventually stopping.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have the XP, you can spend it.
I'll have to after the session.
Oh, okay. Well, you don't feel then at this point you don't feel like you can grasp it, but with time and training,
but
maybe you can.
Yeah,
Cool.
Yeah.
I gotta keep training.
Yeah. You can feel
Yeah.
like a tingle, but that's about it,
Yeah. So she's probably too stressed out to actually focus and do it right, even though
Yeah.
they are buttholes. They are her buttholes.
You just gotta feel your buttholes, man. Figure out where they are. You can feel them. You listen to them. Now that demon's gonna kill one of my buttholes.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
Take the male one. Leave the old ugly one. You can take the newer one. It's a newer model. You'll like that one better. I guess that we're just gonna stay the night here because
Yeah, I already don't feel like going out. After
Yeah.
all the shit I saw, and then the maelstrom, and the demon, I'm just like, there ain't nothing out there for me.
Yeah.
and Cassandra's right. Like, I've seen Royce's reaction. I've seen Anna's reaction.
Yeah, they'd probably be following you and be like, look, she's doing it.
Yeah. So as much as I want to go and be like, y'all good? And I actually have business to discuss with them, but as much as that is, I just kind of have to hold back. I do need to go get my fangs though at a soon opportunity.
Because has Cassandra told Royce where she's staying?
I think so.
I think you had.
I would have.
Yeah,
Put it
yeah.
that
Well,
way.
he collected us there,
Oh,
Yeah.
I think that's,
so he knows where we're at.
that sounds right.
Well, the sun breaks, the clouds part, and in a few hours after dawn, and then stepping through is Royce. and
Are we
Anna.
still under the table?
We might have fallen.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, we don't sleep. That's right. We've just been talking about our buttholes. What's up,
Under the
Royce?
table.
Just kidding.
And Anna comes through too, and he's just like, Cassandra,
Yeah?
Vissenta,
Yeah?
Yeah.
Down
are you
here.
okay?
Yes?
Yes.
Are you hurt?
No?
No.
Cassandra, suit up.
Why? What's going on?
We got a patrol.
Patrol? For what?
Stragglers.
Stragglers.
Do you
Okay.
need any help?
I think this is Legion business. And she kind of
Should
looks at Royce like, is that right?
Absolutely.
Should
Absolutely,
I
you
check
need
in
help?
with the Legion
Absolutely.
of Fate?
Absolutely, it's Legion business.
Okay.
She's asking him, should I check in with the Legion of Fate?
I don't know. I don't know their business. Where did they have you check in last?
I was supposed to go to, and she tells the island name that I can't ever remember.
Eurydice.
Eurydice.
Yeah,
Eurydice.
I don't know.
Sure, whatever it is.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
word.
Yeah.
He just kind of chuckles. Well, I guess you should go there then, huh?
And she kind of looks at him and she goes, yeah, I guess I should. And that way, when you call your little council, you don't have anyone to back up your story.
Yeah, you can come along. You just watch yourself, okay?
She breaks out her sigh because she doesn't know what the crap's going on out there.
He kind of looks at that and goes, huh. Okay.
Okay, what?
Yeah, we can use you. Come on.
And Vissenta's just kind of confused, like, what? And then she's kind of looking like, okay, Quintus, you know. Let's rock and roll, buddy. She doesn't say that, but you know.
Sure.
The medieval equivalent of that.
Right.
And she does actually talk to it. Like, she calls it Quintus and everything.
Aw.
He doesn't seem to, neither of them seem to flinch at it.
Where are we going? I'll put my stuff on.
Yeah. Sometimes they don't go back through. And we need to find them in case they are trying to harm people.
What are they?
Specters. Coming up through the Tempest. Making their way into the Shadowlands. They come in through maelstroms. We think it's kind of a way they try to attack.
One tried
Like
to...
Oblivion trying to get up here. They usually can't stay very long. You know, they don't have fetters. As far as we know.
What makes a maelstrom happen? Is it just random?
Yeah, damned if I know.
There has to be a reason for them. There has to be a logic.
Well, you go ask one. See how well that goes.
Or you could always observe a pattern.
There's no pattern. It's just hate. Anger.
What if you saw a demon right before it happened?
What?
Did I tell him about the demon?
I don't think you did.
Oh, shit. Never mind. Let's go.
No, say it. You should totally say it.
Yeah, I saw, No, because that demon has business with Vissenta, and if I mention more shit about you that's spooky and weird, he's gonna be like, no, we ain't doing this. So I'm just gonna say, never mind. I'm not ready to reveal the shit to him.
Okay, but you did mention the demon, and now you're just saying, never mind?
Yes.
Okay.
So where are we going? Where would a straggler be?
We're just going to look in the main quarter district. We're going to try to make sure that the way to St. Michael's is clear so that if people need to regroup, they can.
Okay. Alright, let's go.
Just everybody stays close. Everybody reports anything you see. And if we can handle it, we will. But if we can't, we report back what we saw.
Okay.
What couldn't you handle?
There's a lot. There's a lot that we can't handle that comes up.
Joy. Come on, Quintus.
All right. So, you all go through the streets, kind of going block by block. You know, at each intersection, Royce kind of stops you, you know, to make sure that it's clear. At one point in the distance, you can see a group of legionnaires in all different garb, you know, like two or three of each. They look like from different assorted legions, surrounding something. It's like a mass that moves and has several faces and mouths and swats at people. And, you know, before you all can get there, it's dealt with. But then they immediately jump back as you see a Nihil open below it and just suck it down. And, they're making sure that everybody's okay. But other than that, you all make it.
Fascinating.
What is that thing?
What was that? Spectre.
That big?
Yeah,
The one we saw just had 4 mouths.
it could be I don't know. The Mortrites are they come through a lot, and but that might have been a shade. I don't know. They've all got different. We hope it's not a shade. God,
What's the difference?
how powerful they are. How likely they are to drag you down to Oblivion with them.
Do you think they can be helped?
Yeah. You end them. Let them be drugged down into Oblivion. It's what they want anyway.
She kind of walks up to him and she's not aggressive when she does that, but when she does this, but she kind of takes her hand and she kind of taps the back of his head and she goes, this thing right here, you know how it's locked back here? What if what they once were is now locked back here? Do you think it could be brought out again?
Do you think, honestly, talking to that thing, that if it got out, it would ever let you have your way again?
I mean, I know sometimes it takes over and then it gets shoved back. Maybe there are times it's the same for them, but in reverse.
That
Who
happened
they
to you?
really are breaks through.
You sound like you're talking from experience.
No, I'm talking from an intellectual standpoint. Some of us don't kill
Give me a
the second we
manipulation
think
plus subterfuge. Difficulty of 5.
about it. Okay. Please, Lord baby Jesus.
How many dice you rolling?
I'm rolling 4.
Okay.
Vissenta's not as good a liar than Wraith.
Need help?
Nope.
Okay.
What was the difficulty?
5.
4 successes.
Ooh.
He looks at you like he knows you're lying.
Oh!
But he doesn't make a deal about it. He just kind of...
I mean, I told the professor I wouldn't say anything.
Right.
But he said that, so...
Oh, yeah.
Well, you do see... It looks like the aftermath of like a tornado that got blown through your area. You know, like it didn't directly hit your town, but the debris from a town over.
Yeah.
And, you know, the people in the Skinlands just go about their business like they're not walking past all this debris and, you know, stuff. But nonetheless, you notice that some of it looks like it's mostly looks just like it's junk, you know, leftover parts of things that were forgotten in the Skinlands. But then you see Harris stop and go, "Hey, That... And he kind of goes over to a toy on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And it is just laying there, and it's just a bunny rabbit toy. And he just kind of looks at it and smiles. It's like, huh, that's in surprisingly good condition.
That makes Vissenta sad.
And he kind of nudges it with its foot, and it just kind of goes, "Hey, watch your foot, mister." And he kind of gets back. And it sits up. And it looks at everybody. And it waves its little pink paw.
Vissenta probably waves back just out of like
I'm waiting for
fascination.
like Royce or Anna to either be like, "Hey," or "Shoot it," because I don't know how to react to this. So I'm like, "What the fuck is that?"
And Royce goes, "Harris, get away from that. Come on."
What is that?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Maybe it might be a specter.
If we're
I'm
hunting,
no ghost, mister.
if we're hunting this stuff, shouldn't we know a little more?
What are
I'm
you?
Mr. Bunny.
Hey, Mr. Bunny, where'd you come from?
I just want to be your friend.
I think we're full up on friends, but I'd like to know more about you.
Miss, you like me, don't you? Pointing at Vissenta.
You're fascinating.
Yeah? You're fascinating too.
Why is that?
Well, you're here. With your razor sharp teeth all filed down. You're here.
Oh!
About Mr. Bunny.
Vissenta probably does. Vissenta probably looks at Royce and goes, "That would be a specter."
No, I'm no specter.
How do we fight it?
Fight what?
I'm not. I'm asking Royce.
No, mister, I'm sorry. I love mommy. Will you be my mommy, please? He's looking at Vissenta.
Oh my god! And of course, Vicenta's like, "Oh my." She's like, I'm full up on children at the moment.
I'm sorry.
Royce.
Nobody loves Mr. Bunny.
Royce, what do we do?
Nobody loves Mr. Bunny.
Is Royce fucking deaf now?
He's like, let's take care of it.
Okay.
And
wanna listen.
it starts to cry as it, no, as you all draw your swords.
Oh my god, I feel like a douchebag.
And then it looks up and it's like, you sons of bitches. I hope you burn in hell. And then they're chopping it up and it's just like, why are you hurting me? I love you. And then like you can hear the sounds of children bawling in the background. And then it just goes, I'm sorry. And it flops over and disintegrates.
Vicenta's probably got to sit down. Like, that got to her. Yeah, mark that angst. That got to her.
Angst marked.
Because she just learned that Vitale probably went to the forges, and then the freaking Lincoln is waiting somewhere in the labyrinth for them to come bust him out, and just, yeah.
Royce goes, yeah, they're not always just evil looking. He goes, sometimes they're fucking worse. Let's move.
Was that actually a child?
No, it was trying to make you feel sorry for it. They're manipulative little shits. I don't know what the fuck that was. I've never seen anything like that, and I don't want to again. Can we just keep moving, please?
Well, we should make a report on it.
Yeah, you're damn right we should. Jesus Christ.
It had to be a specter. She's almost telling that to herself. It had to be a specter. He knew about my fangs, but I don't have my fangs right now. Had to be a specter. But she's just kind of telling herself, look, it was a specter. It was a specter. And then trying to get herself together because she realized she probably looks cuckoo pachoo.
Do we just keep going?
Yeah. And he's just walking. Fuck, I hate him. God, I hate this shit. Finally, you all make it to St. Michael's. And you can see that it's kind of a mustering point. A lot of wraiths have gathered here.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like all the Anacreons are accounted for, except one.
Which one? Oh. Which
you
one?
have to
My
ask?
dumbass. Sorry. I told you I've been a little slow last few days.
It's okay. I feel like I'm being slow tonight, too.
Vissenta, which one's missing? Shut up, dumbass.
But you can see the Governor Jordan, up there. And, you know, he's kind of on a platform, and he's like, all right, everybody, I know that we had a rough night last night, but we've got to make sure that the city's clean for right now, that we don't have any stragglers. Lord willing above, that they're gone soon enough, drugged back down to whatever 9 hells they came from. But I do need folks to make sure that, you know, your friends, those that you hold dear, are accounted for, and that also they're acting like themselves. And then you see kind of a gruff man. He's dressed in like furs. Looks like he might have been a trapper in his
Cool.
life. He kind of speaks up and he's like, yeah, our Anacreon there, he's not shown up nowhere.
Oh my god, he's a French trapper. I'm sorry, the historian in me is like, yes! Okay,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. And they're like, yes, has anyone seen William Miller?
Vissenta kind of grabs Royce's elbow to try to pull him in to whisper in his ear.
Uh-huh.
She whispers to him and she goes, you may not need to hold any kind of counsel. He could have just been lost in the storm.
We can't do that.
Why
If it
not?
gets back that we kept that from...
How would it get back?
Can I hear this?
Yes.
I'm gonna be like,
You kind of,
Like,
you're all
pissed.
away from people. You know what I mean?
she's pissed. She's like, no, people have to know what he did. She's not keeping her voice down, probably low enough.
Yeah.
But that makes her mad. 'Cause she must have vengeance. She wants everyone to know that he was doing it.
And Vissenta just kind of wants everything to just kind of like
Yeah.
chill out.
Yes.
Like the less spotlight there is, the less
Exactly.
questions that get asked.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
but she'll shut up when you say that because, I mean, you know, he did kill you. So,
But I'm still looking to Royce, because I don't know what the protocol is. I'm not going to be like, yeah, we fucking sent him to hell.
He's like, no, we need to tell the truth.
oh, is that what we were doing?
As much as we can, I suppose. Do we want to tell every truth, Vissenta? Didn't think so. And he sticks his hand up, sighs real big, and he goes, yes, I have a report on him, but I need to speak to you all in private. And Jordan goes, well, all right now. Come on in. We'll talk.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
So you all make your way through the crowd. People are kind of watching you, not distrustfully or anything. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, kind of watching you approach. And soon you find yourselves inside a familiar courtroom, all cobbled together. But it's just you and Governor Jordan and a couple of the Anacreons from the Grim Legion, as the old Civil War looking guy. Mm-hmm. And you have that lady with that porcelain-like face. Mm-hmm. She's there as well. You recall that she was from the Emerald Legion.
Yeah. What are they again?
Anacreons.
No, what?
Oh,
they die.
The Emerald Legion is
kind of like accidents and stuff, isn't it?
I think that's right. It's like circumstance.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, if I recall right. I think that's right.
Pretty sure that's it.
I've been wrong before, but we're going to go with that, and if I'm wrong, I'll correct ourselves later.
Yeah.
All right, so they're all sitting there and waiting for a report, and victims of circumstance.
Okay.
So Royce kind of sighs and he says, my niece here has a report. She would like to tell you all something that she discovered. And I am here, we all are here to back her up and tell you what happened last night. And they're all kind of sitting a little further forward. And Governor Jordan's like, we'll go on now, darling.
William Simmons.
Miller.
Fuck. I don't know why I keep calling him that. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Even when I said it, I'm like, that don't sound right. William Miller was skin riding the man who murdered me. And he murdered several other women.
That's a serious accusation.
Yes.
Where is Mr. Miller now?
What's the proper term? Out of character? Like Oblivion or the Labyrinth or I don't know.
The Labyrinth would probably be the right thing to say here.
The Labyrinth.
Are you saying you all attacked him? He's looking at Royce. Yes, sir. Out of self-defense, we did. Miller was a doppelganger, sir, I believe. And that's just kind of, like the lady from the Emerald Legion is like a likely story.
And a true one.
And you are?
I am Vissenta. I am with the Legion of Fate.
And you witnessed these events, the judge says?
Yes, happenstance. Or fate, however you want to call it.
And yet you were in here with this young lady the other night, or the other day, were you not?
Yes.
Being selected to the Legion, so you have dealings with her.
Yes. And I just happened to run into them that night.
Did you say you're friends?
Yes.
And you're the only witness?
There was another, but they are also in the labyrinth.
Oh? And how did they get there?
From Miller.
Who is this witness?
I believe you call them the preacher?
You telling me that funny man and your best friend are your only witnesses that this happened, and we're supposed to believe you that nothing duplicitous happened last night?
And Royce Sinclair and these esteemed members of the Grim Legion.
Ambrose, the Confederate-looking guy, speaks up and goes, "Sir, I value what Mr. Sinclair says very much. He is a trusted member of my legion. I do not believe he would be making falsehoods like this." And the judge kind of, we'll see about that.
So,
Well,
Your
I'm
Honor.
placing you all under arrest.
What?
Oh, Your Honor. So you're accusing the Legion of Fate of colluding with the Grim Legion to overthrow the Penitent Legion. Is that what I'm hearing?
Till
Judge?
we can find all the evidence.
Okay, so where's our Anacreon? Shouldn't they be in on these discussions?
Yes, they should.
So
And
why
they
don't you
will
bring
be
her
here.
in
We are going to.
this moment? How about or we can
How
take it up
about
with
you
Lady
have the
Fate.
right to remain silent? And
But I do
I
not
would
have
suggest,
the ability.
well, you should learn it, I would think, pretty quick. If you know what is good for you.
I do not have a history of that either. She shuts the fuck up after that, though.
At that, you
I know.
can kind of see that Ambrose is about to protest, and then Sarah Chandler, the porcelain-looking one, kind of. Your Honor, I think we can tell them that they're not to leave the city until a time that benefits us. But I don't think placing them under arrest would be totally necessary. Yeah, so Sarah has spoken up for you all and said, we just make it where they can't leave the city until we, seems like she's appealing to the better nature of the governor instead of his hangman's nature, as he was known for in life. He kind of pauses and nods. He's like, "Fine. Since you have another legion speaking up on your behalf, I suppose we can do this. But you are not to leave this city. You do not go down to Stygia. Do not get aboard the Midnight Express. Do not leave the confines of this necropolis. And you need to leave information on where we can find you when it is time for you to be summoned. Do you both understand? Royce, you as well?"
Yes, sir.
Vissenta nods.
Very well. Then I would suggest you both thank Miss Sarah Chandler, Anacreon of the Emerald Legion, for her insight into this matter. But I would watch yourselves in the city. The man had a lot of friends, was well liked.
That does not speak well for the people of this city.
Pardon me?
Well, if he was a doppelganger.
That remains to be seen. So you say. But we'll let the law decide that, won't we?
She's not giving a shit-eating grin, but she's giving him a grin like, I know. Grin.
You're dismissed.
And she kind of nods at him.
All of you. You got work to do cleaning up the city. Royce.
She also takes note on you have work, not his fat ass has work. Sorry, I just see this big old fat governor in my mind.
Yeah.
So
I'll let you picture him however you want. That's why I know it's weird, but I intentionally don't give descriptions sometimes because I want you to come up with your own. But I don't know if that's the right way to do it. Anyway.
No, it works.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you are all back outside the building, and you kind of hear some whispers about, those people that said they knew where Miller was. I wonder what's going on. And Royce is just pushing forward, not answering anything or, listening to the chatter. Once you get all past that, he looks at you two and he says, do you have any people that you need to check in on?
On this side of the shroud?
Yes. Only this side.
What if I have people to check on the other?
I would suggest you don't do that. But I'm not your dad. Can't tell you what to do.
She kind of bristles at that a little bit, but she tries to not let it. No, because she knows he doesn't, or she doesn't think he knows about that.
It doesn't seem like he was jabbing at you.
Yeah, and so she's trying to keep it under control. Like he doesn't know what's going on, so he didn't mean that. She doesn't want to lash out and make things worse. She goes, what about Claire?
And maybe Pearl.
You might have to check in on Pearl. Pearl wasn't very happy to see me the last time, but yes, we should check on her.
That's true. Okay.
Well, if you got folks, I've got folks I need to go check on too. I want that's your mission today, okay? Cassandra, go check on your people.
Okay.
Make sure they're all right.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. You're dismissed. I'll come in and we'll talk soon, okay? I'll come find you
Okay.
before all this comes to a head.
Okay.
He kind of pats you on the shoulder and gives you kind of a half smile, and like he's trying to be a family member, and still coming to grips with doing that.
Yeah.
And kind of nods and then turns and walks away with Anna and Private Harris.
That went well, she says sarcastically.
Vissenta's just like, sorry.
Oh, it's not your fault. They were gonna be irritated no matter what we said.
Yes, they were. And even if they hear the truth, there's no guarantee that they will believe it or act on it.
That's true.
You realize that, right?
Yeah.
As much as we want justice, sometimes we have to go about it a different way. Just think on that.
Okay.
I know that you would love to shout from the rooftops what a piece of shit this Miller was. And I believe that he is, whatever is going on with him now. But sometimes it is better to delay your vengeance. Time is relative here. And sometimes the more you can delay that vengeance, the sweeter it will be. Let's see if we can find Pearl. Let's maybe go by the church.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
So you're heading to the church.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Making your way through the debris that is littered around. It's not impossible to climb over. It's just here and there,
Mm-hmm.
You find yourselves in a different part of town. And it looks like it was hit less, this area.
Good.
There's still signs that there was a maelstrom here.
Mm-hmm.
And you are in front of the church.
Vissenta crosses herself and goes in, even though she looks like she would rather crawl out of her own skin.
Okay.
Cassandra's kind of surprised that she actually went in. She wasn't sure if she would even hesitate. But, yeah, she'll follow her in.
Monica.
Oh. Oh.
I got a dog under my chair. So
Yeah, I was like, where'd she go? Oh, shit. That's so cute.
But, yeah, you, go in, and you are in the empty church.
Empty, dang it.
Can we walk around and look?
You sure can.
Okay.
What are you looking for?
Anything. Whether it's Pearl, Erasmus, maybe Lincoln made his way out, like it just took him longer, like...
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure we're going to find a Erasmus buried under so he doesn't get hit by sunlight, but...
Well, you find that the church is in nice working order. It's very well organized. Looks like it's ready for Sunday service in a few days.
Okay.
But you can, as your guys are investigating, give me a wits plus investigation, difficulty 8.
Okay.
Or sorry, perception plus investigation, difficulty 8.
Okay.
You can just reroll it. Sorry.
But I rolled so fucking good.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4.
2.
Oh, you get more. Okay, never mind then. Yeah, 2 successes.
What was the difficulty?
Difficulty 8.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. You both notice it. Doesn't look like much. Some stains on the wood of the floor in the corner.
What?
But as Cassandra leans down and gets closer and looks at it, she can tell unmistakably she's had to clean up enough of it in her time.
That could be anything.
It's blood.
Oh, shit.
It's a few drops of blood. There's no sign of Erasmus. Or Pearl.
Is there like an upstairs to this church, or is it just
It's
single story?
Single story. There is a back room.
Okay. Can I walk through to the back room?
Mm-hmm. It looks much the same condition as the main vestibule area. Except you can kind of hear the sounds of a little girl kind of lightly crying.
Pearl?
Miss
Pearl?
Vissenta?
Where are you okay? Come here.
No.
I know you're mad at me, but baby, I gotta check and make sure you're okay. Please come here. Cassandra's with me.
I'm here, Pearl.
And she comes running out and she clutches Cassandra.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, that lady, she got him.
I fucking
What
knew
lady?
it.
This
What
crazy lady came in here and I tried to scream at her, no, no, no. And she got Erasmus. She bit him in the neck.
Oh my god.
What did she look like?
She had like dark hair and she looked like you. She had fangs and she had claws and she had a crazy eyes. And she spoke with a weird accent.
Does Vissenta connect?
I don't know, do you?
I don't know. Like,
Do you as the player of Vissenta connect?
I connect it completely.
Okay.
But I don't know if Vissenta would, because Vissenta would know there's other vampires.
Right.
Yeah.
Like her first instinct is not going to be like, one of my dumbass, Sire's dumbass roommates went and attacked somebody, but
She just looked at me and said, shh. She saw me.
That probably made a connection. And Vissenta's mad. Vissenta looks mad. She goes, what happened? Where did she take him anywhere?
She drank all his blood. And then he was dead, and then she gave him blood. And he got back up.
Vicenta's eyes are about to bug out of her head. Because she also realizes Erasmus been embraced, but she also realizes that back in her day, you had to get fucking permission from the prince to do that. And she knows they haven't been here very long. And would the prince actually grant permission for that to happen?
All good questions.
Do what?
All good questions. No one here that can answer them, but all good
no
questions.
one here can. But that's why she's pissed and has her eyes bugging out.
Cassandra's just like, that's fucked up.
Santa goes,
She has
that
no more context than that.
bitch. That crazy bitch.
She'd been in here talking to him, and I thought they were just friends.
Oh my God, Erasmus, why would you speak to her? Idiot.
Where have you been? Both of you. Have you found my brother?
No, we had to find another killer.
I hate this.
I don't blame you.
I'm so sorry.
He was my friend.
What were some of the things that they talked about? Can you remember any?
Just weird stuff.
Weird
about spirals and plans and some calling overseas that it gets louder and that she needed a child. I don't know.
Did Erasmus know that you were here when they were talking about this?
Yeah.
Oh.
But he told me not to worry about it, that it was okay.
Do you know if he knew you were here when she bit him?
No.
Did he know what was going to happen?
I don't think so. He looked surprised.
Did he know what she was?
I don't know. What is she?
She's a vampire.
What? That's real?
Yes, sweetheart, that's real.
Is that what you are?
Yes. It's what I was. That's why I look so old.
Are you gonna kill me?
No, sweetheart.
Do you have powers?
I used to.
What'd you do?
Oh my God! What are some PG powers that I can
None of them.
She's like,
I was very strong.
This man hit me over the head with a club, and it didn't even do anything.
Yeah.
Just bounced right off.
So you were strong.
I could take a beating.
You could go down there and you could get Lincoln back.
That's what I intend to do, Precious. I have to have training to do it. I'm working on it.
You mean it?
I
And she
swear
wipes
it.
her, hand over her eyes.
I swear it. I had no intention of what happened to happen.
That thing in you did it. The monster.
Yes, it did. I tried to stop it.
That monster tried to get me to stay down there with him. But I knew something wasn't right, so I ran.
What monster was it? What did it look like?
Me.
It looked like you?
It talked to me.
I am so sorry.
I just want my brother back, okay?
I know.
I'll forgive you if you get him back. I promise. That was really messed up what you did to my mom. But I understand that you didn't. If you promise you couldn't help it.
I couldn't. I had no intention of killing
Cross your
her.
heart and you hope to die
Again.
Yeah.
She crosses it and she says again. And she goes, and she leans down and she goes, and I've died twice.
Well, when are you going to do this?
As soon as I can.
I don't have anybody now. Erasmus is gone.
You have us.
We can show you where, and you can stay with us.
You
we
mean
stay
it?
at a library. Do you like to read?
No, reading's for nerds.
Since like, I don't know what a nerd is, but in my day, books were very valuable. Only the richest of the rich had books.
Yeah?
Yeah. So, I mean, you're basically living in a mansion.
Okay, you have a mansion.
So.
Okay. Let's get out of here. I don't want to be here.
Okay, let's go.
Did she say where she was taking him?
I don't know. There was the storm. I tried to follow him and I couldn't because those things were out in the storm. And Erasmus told me to, if I saw the storm, to stay in. He said he didn't know why, but that was what to do.
He was right.
He was right. But I will check and see if I can't find him.
Okay.
She's gonna tell Cassandra, take her back to the haunt.
Okay.
And then Vissenta's gonna go. It's daytime, right?
Yeah.
She's gonna go to the cemetery and probably make some bad decisions.
Okay. Cassandra, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm just gonna take her back to the haunt, I think. I doubt I would get in touch with Royce. I don't really need to, and I don't want to draw any attention to where Cassandra is going. I mean, Vissenta is going, so yeah, I'll take her back to the haunt and try to distract her from this.
As you're making your way back out, in the distance you can see a figure in gray and armor, kind of the same gray you wear. Familiar face, dark skin. The first person you ever helped reap.
Aww.
And she comes running up and she's like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" And it's Claire.
I was just coming to look for you.
Is this little girl, is she all right? Hi, little girl, I'm Claire. She's like, I'm Pearl.
Pearl's gonna stay with us at our haunt for a little bit.
Okay. I've been meaning to talk to you about that. I've kind of made arrangements.
That's okay. I figured. Where are you staying now?
There's some legionnaires that I'm kind of starting to run with. That they're good people, and we've got a pretty safe haunt. Not that you guys' place isn't good, mind you, but.
Oh, is it at the lodge? Who are you with?
Oh, the lodge. No, it's on this side of town. I'm with the guy leading the group's name's Walter Schmidt. Have you met him?
No, don't think so.
He's a good guy. It's about 6 of us.
Well, good. I'm glad.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll see you around.
Oh yeah, I found out my uncle Royce is actually...
Oh, Royce, yeah.
Yeah, I found out he's my uncle.
Really?
Yeah. Small world, huh?
All things considered, yeah, I guess so. Well, hey, do you need anything?
No, I think we're just gonna head back to the haunt. Yeah, I'm not gonna tell her any more than that, so...
Okay.
But I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep looking. We'll
What are
see
you
you around,
looking
okay?
for?
Just anybody that needs help.
Gotcha. Okay. Good.
We've kind of cleared out this area anyway. We were just making our way this way.
Okay. All right. Stay safe out there.
Yeah, you too. Thanks.
You know, I've been meaning to tell you how well you did in the storm the other night.
Hiding?
You made a smart call. You knew when to hold your hand and when to play it. See, Vissenta tends to play it a little too safe. Okay, no risk, no gain. So, I'm just saying. You did good.
Thanks. I don't
You know, it's about time we had a little talk and really leveled with one another. But I know you're busy, so we can talk another time.
Okay. Yeah, it can probably wait.
Yeah, you protect this little girl.
Yeah.
You keep her safe,
Oh, yeah.
just like you keep everyone safe.
Yeah.
You make your way back to the library.
That's suspicious.
Meanwhile, we'll wave our hand and a little time has passed, and you are at Lafayette Cemetery, Vissenta.
Still daytime, right?
Yep.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go down to the crypt.
Okay. You make your way down. What are you looking for?
Extra coffins.
There's not.
Can I peek my head in to Ella Messina's and make sure she's in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
You peek,
Mm-hmm.
and you're met by a set of staring rictus eyes and a rictus grin. Then you realize, oh yeah, she doesn't have eyelids.
Yeah. Because you're like, oh.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
She
So-
is definitely sleeping.
Okay. Vicenta's just going to lightly kiss her forehead and then back out.
Ew.
I mean, Vicenta don't give a fuck. She used to eat corpses.
That's true. That's true.
Then she's going to peek her head into Dum Dum's coffin.
You have to be more specific.
LaDonna. Sorry, I do need to be more specific. LaDonna is the
Oh,
current.
yeah, your shadow was about to be like, you should just fucking take him out right now. In fact, your shadow
The
is
shadow
mentioning
says it
that.
anyway.
Yes. Don't bother with this dum-dum. Get with your replacement.
Vicenta's just ignoring her shadow right now, but she pokes her head in LaDonna's coffin.
You see two figures inside. It's hard to make them out at first.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they don't glow like the mortals do.
Yeah.
The living, sorry. It's hard to remember which term to use anymore.
Yeah.
But hugging so tightly, spooning, if you will,
Gross.
is LaDonna
Mm-hmm.
and Erasmus. Erasmus looks like he's got his back to her, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But he lies asleep as well.
And
not
she just kind of
breathing.
she kind of leans in really close and whispers in his ear, "I'm so sorry." And just backs out.
Before you do,
Mm-hmm.
very sleepily, very hazily, not your fault.
What'd he say?
Not your fault.
And she just whispers back and she goes, "Bet it feels like it."
There's no reply.
Yeah, she just backs out. And then she goes, to Maldo's.
Kill him. Kill him.
And she's just blocking that voice of hers out.
Just kill him.
And about that time's when the skull starts to shriek.
What? What does that mean?
It's a warning that somebody's in there.
Oh.
Which is probably good considering how he fucked up the other night, but you know.
You should kill him.
They're
anyway.
probably all gonna wake up now.
Good. You can
Definitely
talk
hear
to
the sounds of movement. Messina's lid begins to shift. And you can hear something back there begin to move.
Mm-hmm. I mean, she's just standing there. She's not like mad, or she's not like. She's just kind of like, okay, it's me.
Vissenta, what are you doing?
You told me I could come down here.
Why are you entering where Maldo rests?
I wanted to check on him.
Did you know?
Yes.
We lost our chance. We could have killed him.
I mean, in all honesty, she is genuine about that. This is not a lie. Like, she very much genuinely wanted to check and make sure he was okay.
So I can kill him later.
And that may be her shadow, but the psyche has zero intent of killing him.
Do you wish to slumber?
In a moment, I'll be back. You rest.
She waves her hand and the skull quits shrieking.
Mm-hmm. She's waiting for her to get back in her coffin
She does.
before she goes to check. Okay, before
The
she
lid
checks on
does not
Maldo.
close, but she's back in.
Why is she not closing the lid? I can come through the lid.
I know.
Oh, she just wants to hear?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Maybe.
You're faster than her. You could still take him out. What's she gonna do? She'd move so fast she'd fall apart.
She goes back to check on Maldo.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Is he in his coffin or is he up?
He's up.
Mm-hmm. And she tells him, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to disturb you. I just wanted to check and make sure you were all okay after the storm.
Why don't you check on us in the night? You know how we work.
I do know how you work, but this was the time I could get away.
With it, right?
I don't understand what do you mean? What?
You said
away with it.
this is the time I could get away, and he added with it.
With what,
Sneaking away.
dearest?
Sneaking away.
Sneaking away where?
I don't know. Wherever you're sneaking to.
Sneaking where?
You tell me. What do you need? Why are you here?
I wanted to check on you, truly.
Well, we're okay. Thank you.
I see you have a new friend.
No, I don't have a friend.
Yes, well. Is that going to go over well?
It's none of my business.
And she kind of takes him aside and she kind of leans in and she goes, it will very much be your business. She goes, if the prince of this city gets wind of an illegal race.
It's not illegal. It's sanctioned. What are you talking about?
It was
Yes.
for newcomers.
Yeah.
Is he lying?
He's too sleepy to lie.
Okay. Okay, I'm just making sure.
He's too out of it. Like, he's still,
Okay.
you know how mechanically in that game you're coming to your senses and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes a lot to act coming out of that sleep.
Yeah, that's true. And she's like, and what did you have to do to earn that?
but I had to. Don't worry about it. We'll talk about it later, okay? Jesus Christ, can I go back to sleep?
Kill the little shit. Go to sleep forever.
What are you angry with me about?
I'm tired. And I don't think you're down here just to be down here to see if we're okay.
What would I be down here for?
What would you be down here for?
Honestly, I came to see you. And
Oh.
she's like examining his face, like not like trying to hit on him or flirt on him, but she's very much. She goes, I'm trying to see, I wanted to see who all I could see that came before. To see if I could see any of my beloved Giovanna, any of Dante, any of my brothers, any of me or any of him.
Yeah, don't say his name in relation to Maldo. He doesn't deserve it.
You're all that's left.
Yeah. You see it?
I don't know, does she?
No. Maybe a little.
And she says, maybe a little.
Okay.
You very well could be all that's left of him in this world.
What a disgusting thought.
She goes, so yes, I had to make sure you were safe.
Well, okay. Thank you.
And she kind of, this is not like aggressive, like attacking, but she kind of grabs either side of his face and she goes, and I assure you, I would burn both of our worlds if it meant I could keep you safe. And she means it too. And she's surprised that she means it.
Your shadow's
Because
repulsed.
she's having a very specific sensation, and I don't think she's quite pinpointed it yet. But she's feeling it pretty strongly right here. Probably more so than she's felt.
What's
since
that
she's been
sensation?
around. She doesn't know what it is, but I know what it is. It's obsession. It is, you are my link to the Giovanni family. You could possibly be my last link to Ignacio.
Gotcha.
If I can figure out how your little brain works, then I can figure out, you know, what the Giovanni are planning, how I can step in between him and fate. And she means it. She goes, I know what Cassandra has said, and I will do everything to keep that from happening. Do you understand me?
He just looks at you. And he kind of smiles with the side of his mouth. No, but I want to.
Same here. It must be hard for you,
How's that?
because I can tell. Even in my time, not everyone in the family who got what they got really deserved it. Some just for brute force or just whatever happened to be useful at the time. Sometimes true brilliance wasn't truly appreciated. And she's just kind of looking like in his eyes and around his head. She goes, I can almost see everything turning.
Think so,
So-
huh?
It's a wonderful sight.
Nona, I need rest.
Yes, Bambino, you do. And she kind of kisses him on the forehead and she goes, you rest. We'll speak soon.
You want to rest with me?
I don't think she can.
Nope. Unless you mechanically you have to like.
Actually, she probably would. I gotta use. I only have 3 willpower.
He grabs the head off the shelf. With him.
She goes, unfortunately, I can't rest at this time. They're watching. But I'll be back. And she kind of, let me see if I can do whispers. Because that's in body, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then I will go ahead and spend a willpower so I can further attune to him. Because I started that process.
Okay.
Shit. What is whispers? Pull up PDF. Oh my goodness, Adobe, don't do this.
You're looking up whispers?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Okay.
All right. You spend a pathos and roll charisma plus embody.
Okay.
And you can speak 1 short sentence per success.
Okie dokie. And it was charisma
Mm-hmm. Plus
embodying.
Mm-hmm.
And the difficulty is 6. There's shroud level. What's shroud level?
4.
Okay. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7 sentences. 8.
No, I got 8. I'm sorry.
So speak your paragraph. What do you want to say?
She goes, I can't rest right now. They may call on me, and if they call on me, I don't need to be here. I don't need.
And you're saying this in Venetian?
She's just telling him.
In English?
She starts out in Venetian.
Mm-hmm.
We'll put it this way. And she goes, and I can't risk them finding any of you here. And then she kind of stops and she kind of grins at him and she goes, then she says in Italian, she goes, or is this language better?
Whatever you prefer. He says it back in Italian.
Mm-hmm. And she continues on, I guess, in Italian.
Mm-hmm.
So it actually is probably easier for him.
Mm-hmm.
I would imagine.
Mm-hmm.
She goes, I was impressed with how you handled the situation the other evening. But please be careful. You need to be subtle.
I'll try. It's not always been my strong suit, but I'll try, okay?
And she kind of laughs and she goes, you got that honestly. And like she's admitting her own fault in that area.
Right.
Did she notice that he did not tell Jane to keep quiet?
Yeah, probably so.
Uh-huh. She goes, and did you handle the woman?
Yeah.
She completely
It's a work in progress, but yes.
Okay. She goes, because upon thinking about it, I couldn't help noticing you didn't tell her to not say anything to anyone.
It doesn't show his hand, but you can kind of tell he pauses at that.
And she goes,
Says, well, if she wants more of the good stuff, she won't.
That's not what I'm worried about. And she kind of gets his face and she goes, if that family has as much power as my child says that they do, and I assure you they do, it's not about if he belongs to someone. It is who he belongs to. Who does he belong to in this ruling city? She goes, you find that out, and you let Nona know if it's anyone that Nona needs to take care of.
Yeah, okay.
And she kind of pats him on the side of the head and kisses his cheek.
And he turns as you kiss, and he kisses you on the mouth.
Ew!
Oh, dear God.
Says, thank you, Nona.
What'd he say?
Says, thank you, Nona. Thank you for caring.
She goes, you're welcome, Bambino.
Get away from me, you piece of shit.
She's trying not to be like, what the shit just happened? She's trying to like not... Because he could just be fucking with her. You know, trying to get a rise out of her.
Ain't nothing but a G thing. And the G stands for Giovanni.
Yep. And then on her way out, she goes to Ella Messina and she whispers, I'll be back. She's sleeping. She doesn't even care.
No, she acknowledges.
Uh-huh.
And a hand very wearily picks up, closes the lid.
Mm-hmm.
And you leave.
Question.
Uh-huh.
Can I roll on my obsession?
Yeah. I'll allow it.
Okay.
You talking about your passion?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll allow it. Looking for sixes, you roll your number of dots.
I got a 6 and a 9.
Okay, so you get 2 back.
Okay.
Of your pathos.
Yeah. And I don't think it fully hits her until she gets out that that's what she was feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Because she knew she was feeling something, and she's like, it's not love. Like,
Right.
But now all of a sudden she gives a shit if something happens to him. And she's kind of like, the shadow part is like disgusted. And she's like, I should be disgusted. And I don't know what the fuck to think about that kiss. Like, that was weird. Like, maybe we're not related. Like,
well, and
maybe
keep in
he
mind,
lied.
you didn't manifest. So you're not, it's just little wisps of,
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I get that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, with her, though, she's just like, because he told her, he goes, I don't like my relatives putting the moves on me. And so she's like, well, maybe he's not related to me. Like, maybe he's full of shit and lying. Like,
or maybe he likes to put the moves on them.
That could be true, too. And I think once she actually gets out of the tomb, she realizes that's obsession.
By Calvin
Maybe.
Klein or just by Vissenta?
Do what?
I said by Calvin Klein or by Vissenta?
Both. That was what he was wearing.
Yep.
No wonder I acted that way.
Yep.
But
Well,
it's like, no, he's mine. This is all that could be left. This is my, like, the Giovanni are fucked. Like, I think she fully believes they're fucked. But this is her little remnant, and by God, she's gonna fucking save it.
Gotcha.
And then she's just gonna kind of be, I think, a little disgusted with herself and head toward the haunt.
Okay. You arrive. Cassandra's there with Pearl Fisher. Pearl is looking at books and doesn't seem to be all that interested. When you get back, she sees you and she kind of waves. And then we'll do our dolly shot, panning up and out of the haunt, looking upon the city of New Orleans itself, at least how it appears in the necropolis. In the distance, a small peal of thunder. and gray clouds. And that's where we're in tonight's episode. Hope everybody enjoyed what we did. I know it got a little intense at times. But let's start with Cassandra. What is Cassandra thinking about everything that's transpired? And what do you feel she's learned?
I don't know what she's learned. Let's see. She's learned about maelstroms, and learned about some of the duties of the Grim Legion. Learned that Erasmus got turned into a vampire. Oh, and learned that, there may be allies in other legions, like with the Emerald Lady sort of sticking up for us, but she isn't really sure what to make of that fully yet. But it was encouraging to see that, even though the judge wanted to throw us in jail, so that's gonna be nerve-wracking. And she still has to wonder what the fuck the demon is doing. And she, at this point, she already feels helpless, because normally she'd be like, Jacqueline, 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 I gotta save Jacqueline, Jacqueline. But now I feel like so much has happened that she just feels powerless, so she's just kind of drifting, and like, whatever Royce says, whatever Vissenta says, I'm gonna do it, because she genuinely has no fucking clue if the demon's telling the truth, or what the fuck is he, or what, so. Yeah, she's very confused.
All right. So all you learn, all you know is that you don't know nothing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Gotcha. What about Vissenta? What'd she learn?
Vissenta learned about maelstroms. She learned more about specters and how deceptive they are.
Yeah.
And how they can hit those nerves that, you know, you wouldn't expect them to be able to hit. And it's unnerving how they know. Even though Dante told her, it's like she's actually now experienced it. So now she's like, oh shit, like this could be difficult. She feels, and she knows about Erasmus, and she feels remorse.
There you go.
Remorse. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm like, wow, that's not coming out. Because even though it's not her fault, she feels like it's her fault. Like, she feels like anybody that she comes into contact with has this, like, shit-ass fate. You know?
Yeah.
And she's like, fuck, if I hadn't even talked to him, maybe he would be fine. And then that makes her worried about Cassandra. And that makes her worried about Pearl. And she's not really worried about Royce because he's kind of an asshole. And she loves Ella Messina. She wants to protect Ella Messina, but her focus is kind of shifted towards Moldo, and I guess kind of has been. If she thinks about it this whole time, and she's like, holy crap, this asshole's living rent-free in my head. And I'm kind of driving off that. Like, I don't know what to fucking do with that. Like, can I use that to my advantage, or is that gonna bring me down? Is that gonna, you know? And then we got jail looming over us, and she's like, where the fuck is my legion? Why the fuck wasn't my Anacreon there? I mean, she should have been there. True. We'll bring her in at an appropriate time. No, fat ass, go get her now.
All good points.
So,
I'm gonna give you both 3 XP.
Cool.
I think things are definitely starting to pick up.
And
we will find out what happens in chapter 10, hopefully next week. But until we do, wishing you all many a spooky night. Have a good one, everybody. All right, we are clear.
Woo!